Before I continue, can I offer a round of applause for the wonderful band that's been playing for the last hour or so? Thank you very much. For those of you that don't know me, I am Dan, I'm Roger's son. You may see the uncanny likeness. I don't always agree. I have been asked to point out two things before we go into some lovely speeches, which are water and children. Just please a reminder, there is quite a bit around. You have the stream to the side, it's the lakes, please keep an eye. And also rabbits. They are not a particularly vicious breed that roam these fields, but they do like to dig rather large holes. Please do keep aware underfoot, there are some holes in the grass. So without further ado, I would like to... Well rehearsed. I'd like to introduce you to Tess, my wonderful niece, who has something she would like to say.
Love is for everyone, especially you on your special day when the best decision of your life has just been made, and I hope it lasts forever. Ta-da!
Thank you very much. And now I would like to introduce you to Daisy, the newest female sister member of my family. Of course, that was my next line. You've stolen it, isn't it?
Hello. So, forgive me if I stumble over my words. This is my first ever public speech, so I'll try not to make a hash of it. Okay, so, this is my mum Roger. Oscar Wilde said, how can a woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being? Now, I would have to say that any man who expected my mum to behave like a normal person on a daily basis would have to have his head checked out. Just as well then that Roger took up the challenge. It does require a certain amount of crazy to marry my mum. He's done pretty well though, and in the past 13 years has taught me a lot about life, love, business, and most importantly, pulling off the perfect prank. I dare any of you who know Roger to say that you haven't been at the receiving end of a prank or joke of his. If you haven't, please refer to our reading material in the downstairs toilet. There is a gallery of his most famous April Fool's jokes on the wall. All jokes aside, Roger and Mum couldn't have chosen better in each other. They may seem like a bit of a mismatched couple to some of you, but in reality they are the yin to each other's yang, or in their case, the gin to each other's tonic. Our home for me is like this little wonderland. It's beautiful, with amazing family and friends, and a good dose of abnormality. When I think of home, I think of Monty Python film nights, Scrabble games that end in fights about whether or not the word is a real word, or if you can use abbreviations on the board. Sing-alongs to Johnny Cash, and the latest Roger's botched job furniture creation, which is never quite up to my mum's high standards. It is a home filled with laughter and happiness ultimately, and living with these two is an experience, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Roger is to me the best dad and makes my wonderful mother very, very happy, which means the world to me as she's my best friend. To my mum Roger, on your day, you know there's nothing I can say that you don't already know. So just accept my heartfelt congratulations, and please try not to get too involved in your Scrabble games. Oh my God. I love you both very much. Thank you.
Next up is Joanne, my little sister, who also has a few words that she would like to say.
Hello, I do believe I've just been upstaged by my newest sister. Thank you very much, Daisy. So Dad and Julie, what a great excuse for a party today. But when have Dad and Julie ever needed an excuse for a party? For me, this feels not like a wedding, but a celebration of a very long and happy relationship of one of the most unlikeliest couples. Roger and Julie are so very different people whose lives have taken them down so many different paths. And lucky for them, they finally met up in a quirky little camera shop in Ramsgate. From what I can see, from that day, both their lives have been filled with lots of love, lots of laughs, and not to mention the odd drama. I say they are different. One of their common traits is the word family. They are the most amazing parents and grandparents anyone could ever wish for. Christmas, Easter, firework nights, Valentine's, birthdays, Eurovision and holidays are made exciting and fun. And I only ever really realised this when I became a parent myself. And I sort of realised where the magic actually came from all those years. Roger and Julie's other common trait is nothing is impossible. And if you can't buy it, just make it. Daisy's bit in her speech made me laugh because this is what I'm going to say. Give Dad a tatty bit of wood and it's a beautiful log cabin. Give Julie a bag of food and it is a feast. Finally, I would like to say that our Evergreen family is wonderful and I feel honoured to be part of it and to be celebrating Roger and Julie's special day with so many close friends of the family. So a toast to the friends and family that are here. Thank you very much. It's lovely to see you all. New friends and all, it's just amazing. So enjoy your day and I'll have a drink with you later. Thank you.
Once again, and it is with great pleasure that I now introduce or welcome the bride and groom onto the stage. Join us. With the wood I gave him.
Longer legs in those days. Thanks everyone for turning out today on our very, very special day. Louder. He was a racing driver, I remember him. Right. And I'd like to introduce my new bride, Julie. Thank you. I apologise for the makeup running, but she started to sob when her daughter was giving her speech. And I came out without my jacket and the usual handkerchief to mop up the tears. I booked the weather actually. I'm claiming credit for it. It was a bit of a short timing. That's my speech. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. The fact is I never had a chance to do a speech because I wanted to listen to what this lot was going to say first. But what I have got to say, I've got together 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions that I guess a lot of you would like to ask, but you're too polite to. So I'll work my way through them and give you the answers as best I can. So why the split wedding? You may not all know, but we actually had the legal part of our marriage fulfilled in March the 30th. That's not an important day. Today's the important day. And there was reasons why I chose to get married officially on the 30th and not on the 6th of July when Julie said when she first agreed to marry me. The main reason was I thought I'd get a ring on her finger before she changed her mind. The other reason is it is so complicated to have an official wedding on your property and it takes the edge off what is meant to be just a celebration of friends and family. So we decided to do it today and because we did, we got the weather we got. So that's number one. So, why here? Well, down here at the lake, and particularly via the deck. Little story. When I first asked Julie to come and live with me at the Breeches, I brought her down to my lake that was really good because Daniel was still spent a lot of time down there. I thought it was great. And she said, it's really wonderful. Why didn't you finish it? We didn't finish it. She said, well, bit of the front looks lovely, but the bit of the back's a bit of a mess. Now, to be fair, it was a mess. It was brambles, it was all the stuff you didn't want. You could have hidden a platoon of Viet Cong in there and you wouldn't have known they were there. So she said, well, you could clear it and put a path down there and we could plant some nice plants. And I said, no, no, it's not going to happen. I like it like that. She said, well, if you don't do it, I'll do it. That's a bit of a challenge for you, isn't it? Knowing Julie, I thought she would. So I said, perhaps. And in the end, we did it. And the fact that we're here today, the most important thing is that we do things. We do things together. And I've got pictures of Julie when she was laying down the platform, which you can't see because it's overgrown with the trees that we planted, but we put a deck out. And I've got pictures of Julie in freezing cold in November. And those of you that are old enough to remember Crossroads, Benny, do you remember Benny? With the knitted hat? I'm sorry, darling, but also the builder's bum. And she actually laid the planks and did all of that. And there's a wonderful piece of film when she decided that we were going to have a terrace. So it starts off, it's just going to be a path. And then while you're building that, Rod, you might as well terrace it. It'd be nice if you could go down some steps and then get right down to the lakeside. So after agreeing to do this, and I had this big rotavator that I've just bought, and I was trying to cut into the side of this hill. And I trod on a piece of wood. In all fairness, I put the piece of wood there. I meant to fix it. I meant to do it properly, you understand. I forgot. I put my foot on it and it disappeared into the lake, me with it. So Julie's on the top, I'm down there in the lake with this very heavy rotavator about to crash in on me. So I said, give us a hand. So she gave me a round of applause. And I finally worked a way of motoring my way out of it. And afterwards I said, why didn't you come and help me? She said, I knew you'd get out of it. Why did you know? She said, I know what you paid for that rotavator. So then the other part is that when we finally got down to cutting this down, and Julie said, I want a sun deck down here. Now, it doesn't look a lot, but the guys will know the amount of soil that I had to hand dig out of there goes into tons. So I refused. Quite right. Well, now you got it. And one of the things I think that is most important, we've been together very happily now for 12 years, and very few marriages nowadays sadly last that long. But there's a secret, and whether you're married or whether it's just a relationship, there's a secret for being together and staying together and being happy. And it's all down to one word, and it's not love. No, you're on a romantic lot. It's not love, it's control. And what happens, well, on a fairly regular event there is that Julie will say, I've just had an idea. Wouldn't it be nice to have a jacuzzi? Would it be nice? No. Well, I was thinking of building. No, there's no way. I will then, as is my way, lose my temper. You may be surprised to know, but I've got a habit of shouting a little bit. I occasionally swear. Not very often, occasionally. No, don't you join in. But the thing is that I will stamp my feet, spit my dummy out, and holler at her. And she just looks at me, turns around, quietly walks away.
You're older.
Leaves me there.
You got it. Okay, well you should have explained.
15 minutes later, she's back with a cup of tea and a piece of cake.
Where?
And I say, now where's this building going? Just remember this, you know, when youngsters are getting married and you're wondering about what sort of present to buy them, a Betty Crocker cooker, a Betty Crocker cake mix, and a teapot will probably be the best two gifts you can give them. So, why on the 6th of July in particular? Because it was always going to be the 6th of July. The reason for that is, whether you know it or not, is National Kissing Day. And the reason it's on the 6th of July means that Julie can kiss all of me, and I can't say anything about it. It's okay if any of the ladies want to kiss the groom, by the way. But it was always going to be the 6th of July. In fact, the first time that Julie and I ever kissed was on the 6th of July, National Kissing Day. And it was, from my point of view, pretty tremendous, had a tremendous effect on me. And having said that, it still took 3 months before she'd agreed to have coffee with me. It took another 4 months before she'd agreed to go out on a date. Now, Julie called that a slow burn. It's taken me 12 years to get her to agree to marry me. And it's still burning. So, the last, number 4 on my list is, why are you here today? I'll tell you why you're here. A wise man once said that, judge me not, judge my wealth not by the money I have in the bank. And in my case, he was a very wise man. You should judge me by my friends and my loved ones. That being the case, I'm the richest man, the richest man I know, and I'm sharing it with my lovely wife. And you, and that is the reason that you're here today. That we want to share our special day with people that are special to us. And there's one thing, nothing's free, there's always a price for everything. So there's a job that you guys can do today, and that is to make what is a lovely day into a day that my wonderful bride will remember for the rest of her life. And that is number 4, 5, which is a toast. So if you'd like to raise your glasses, and it's a toast to absolute friends, and in particular to Harvey, Julie's father, and to Dolly, my mother, and grandmother to my children. So to absent friends. Here, here, here. Now, the best part of the day, I have an introduction to make, and it is to my best man. I'll carry out the little ceremony that we'll all come here to see. There you are. We actually lost these 10 minutes ago. I'm wondering why we were late starting. So this is the bit of ceremony. If we'd have had the full ceremony all here today, this is the only bit that really mattered. Would be me doing that.
And now kiss the Let's raise a toast to the bride and groom.
Thank you all very much. Now, the thing is, enjoy the rest of the day. And we've got any of you are planning on going early, we've got the gates. And there's fireworks. So there's lots going on. Thanks ever so much. We're going to come and join you here. Thanks again.
Any words? Any more words to add?
More words. Well, it's wonderful for me actually.
Yes.
It needed doing. What a lovely day. Lovely wine.
Yes. As Jonathan Wass would say. You carry on and mingle.
Tomorrow as well, isn't it?
Oh, thank you.
Smile at the camera. Is it on video?
Yeah, it's on video. You can still smile if you want though. It's up to you.
I did it. Congratulations. Oh, that's lovely.
That blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies are having fun, you know what I mean. Just sleep in peace when the day is done, yeah, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and an old world for me. Oh, and for me. You know how I feel, that scent of a vine, yeah, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Feeling so good. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so